Hello everyone, welcome to Himalaya channel. In this video, we are going to discuss chapter 6 of class 6 NCERT, our past 1. What is the chapter name? Chapter name is Kingdoms, Kings and Early Republic. In the later Vedic period, the tribal organization changed their identity and they gradually started shifting into a territorial identity called Janapadas or states. These states consisted of single tribe like Shakyas and Molas or people from the Ganga Valley. They called themselves as Aryans. In the early Vedic period, these Aryans were settled on the banks of river Indus and its tributaries. And they gradually shifted and they started settling in the Ganga Valley. And the entire region where they occupied this North India, they called it as Aryavarta. Here, they did not incorporate people outside the Aryan people. There was therefore a strong consciousness of pure land of Aryans and it was called as Aryavarta. So what is this Janapada? Janapada itself is formed by two words. Here Jana means tribe and Pada means foot. Means where Jana has kept their food. Means where people are settling. It was called as Janapada. Early Vedic texts, that is Rigveda, it reveals about several Janas or tribes. For example, it mentions tribes such as Purus, Bharatas, Yadus, etc. And these were living in a semi-nomadic lifestyle. In due course of time, these early Vedic Janas, they coalesced into a geographically fixed territory, that is Janapadas. And gradually, these many Janapadas, they coalesced to form 16 main Mahajanapadas. Here you can see some of the examples: Gandhara, Kuru, Panchala, Koshala, Vajji, Magadha, very famous, Anga, Avanti, etc. And these Mahajanapadas, they were governed by rulers or Rajas. So these Rajas are different from the Rajas what we have discussed during this early Vedic period. These Rajas, they started having their own army and they maintained a capital. Here you can see Magadha Rajagriha and later it became Pataliputra. The kings maintained large armies and they were paid regular salaries. So for that, they were having punch-marked coins. And coming to the society of Mahajanapadas. Here, in the previous class, we had seen that Varna system was there and society was divided into these groups. And these groups were purely occupations. Here, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Means here the mobility was allowed. For example, Brahmin can practice agriculture and Vaishya can learn the Vedas, or even Shudra can also learn the Vedas. But in later Vedic age, this Varna system changed into a caste system. And this caste system became rigid. And occupations were decided based on birth. Here. So once a person is born in Brahmin caste, his occupation got decided. Means that person will follow only these occupations. Become priest, scholars and teachers. They learn and teach Vedas. Kshatriyas, They are the rulers, warriors, administrators. Vaishyas are agriculturists and merchants. Shudras are laborers and service providers to these upper castes. And there were untouchables who were tanners, launderers, etc. And coming to the political organization, here there was two types of king system. One is monarchy, another one is republican system. In a monarchy, king was head of the state. Example is Mahapajanapada Magadha. And in a republican system, state was ruled by an elected chief and he was called as Ganapati. Best example is Malla. Here, king maintained standing army and kingdom had a capital, and this capital and the kingdom was fortified. Forts were built. You can see in this picture. This fort wall was made out of brick or even stones or even wood. So why kings had to build the forts? Because one reason might be it gives protection from the external attack, or it is a show of richness and how powerful the king is, and easy control of land and people inside the fort. And also building these forts provided large labor to men and women. This may be some of the reasons why fortification was happening. And to maintain all that, that is standing army, capital, and building the forts, to maintain all that, they need huge amount of money. So that is why kings or rajas started imposing taxes. On agriculturists, a tax was imposed on crops. Here, 1/6 of the produce had to be given to Raja. It was called as Bhaga. And on craft person, tax was imposed in the form of labor. For example, one day in a month, that craft person has to serve to Raja. And herders have to pay in the form of animals or animal produce. And the traders had to pay tax if they bought or sold goods there. And hunters and gatherers also, they had to give forest produce to Raja. So this is how taxation system was maintained in the Mahajanapadas. And even agriculture also saw tremendous change. The main reason is because of the iron. So later Vedic people, during that period of time, invention of iron occurred. Here. So the first metal to be discovered was copper, and later only iron was discovered. Okay, so it brought tremendous changes in the agriculture also. Means rapid use of iron plowshares started. And second one, if you see, that is people started transplanting paddy. Means now they changed from primitive agriculture to proper agriculture. And let us look at two important Mahajanapadas here. Magadha is very popular and it became powerful kingdom. It became powerful kingdom because it enjoyed some of the geographical and political advantages. Geographically, if we look at, it stays in South Bihar, where on the banks of river Ganga and Son. Very fertile region, and it became powerful in agriculture and industrial activity. And powerful kingdoms as well as important kings came in this region. For example, Bimbisara, Ajatashatru, Mahapadmananda, Ashoka, etc. And the capital was Rajagriha, and later it became Pataliputra. Coming to the Vajji, Vajji is having capital as Vaishali. That is in today's Bihar. And it was under a different form of government known as Gana or Sangha. Here, see, Vajji in northern part of Ganga was a confederacy of 8 clans, of whom Videhas, Lichavis, and the Gnatrikas were the most popular. And Buddha and Mahavira belong to the Ganas or Sanghas. Okay, so what at all we discussed in this video, we understood what is Janapada, and later they coalesced to form Mahajanapadas and their political organization, society, changes in agriculture, and importantly, they maintain standing army, capital, forts, and taxation to maintain all this. And we saw two examples, that is Magadha and Vajji. If you found this video useful, please like the video. Thank you.